Everybody today. I began reflecting back on where we started as a community in regards to suicide prevention. And it hit me just how far we've actually come. From the first meeting, which we held back in 2013, it was just a few people that got together, and we knew that something had to change. But we also realized that alone, we didn't have the resources or the ability to really address it. And so that's where our Suicide Prevention Coalition really started. At the onset of the coalition, it became apparent that Baraga County had very limited resources for those who are struggling with mental illness or suicidal ideation, for those who have lost loved ones to suicide, and that we really had minimal prevention programs that were available to help teach healthy coping skills, to build resiliency, and that might help open the door to meaningful conversations and resources. We knew that in order to bring it about change, that it was really going to be a group effort. It's all about community. And when people in communities take action, we know lives can be changed. Since that time, suicide prevention efforts and education have significantly improved in Baraga County, none of which would have been possible without each and every one of you and your ongoing support. Your support of this walk has helped raise about $40,000 over the past years to help bring the much-needed resources and programs to the community. So thank you again. Whether you've been able to support efforts financially, whether you've lent an ear to somebody in a time of need, if you attended a suicide prevention training, or if you volunteered at events just like this walk, everybody has such an important role, so thank you. As we gather for the walk today, I want to remind you how far we've come. We have successfully distributed suicide prevention and support materials to local healthcare organizations and clinics. We've provided important suicide prevention resources to our local schools. We have distributed care packages with tips on how to help somebody in need to our local businesses. We've purchased the Signs of Suicide program for Baraga and Lawrence middle and high schools. It has been successfully implemented, and I can tell you that it has been finding kids and helping them get connected to their counselors or to the help that they need. We've offered mental health first aid for adults and for youth with the help of Copper Country Mental Health. We have offered the Applied Suicide Intervention Skills Training, which if you have never attended that, I would highly encourage. It's a great training. We are currently offering Question, Persuade, and Refer, also known as QPR trainings throughout the community, so please keep your eyes open for those. We have trained professionals that conduct a monthly suicide prevention support group that is currently led by Anne Marie Amsler. Raise your hand, please. If anybody wants to find out more about that support group, please talk to her today. She's happy to provide you with more information on that. We have sent professionals to suicide bereavement clinician training. We have hosted Paint the Field Blue suicide prevention awareness events at local football games. And we have provided students at Baraga High School with materials now to build 2 lending libraries one will be in Lawrence, one will be in Baraga, and they will contain important resources, whether it be for suicide prevention or other needs. So those will be coming. But most importantly, we've built important relationships. We brought together key organizations that really help to collaborate. And we continue to make it easier for people to come forward and to seek the help that they need. So although our work isn't done, we're making really great strides. More people are talking about mental health, and people are talking about suicide prevention. Together, we're breaking down the walls, and we will continue to create a culture that is smart about mental health and suicide prevention. To continue our efforts, we encourage everyone, please stay involved. Consider attending one of the mental health first aid trainings, the ASSIST training, a QPR training. Volunteer for CTC or a community prevention event. Join a CTC work group. CTC, by the way, is Communities That Care, and that is what our suicide prevention work group falls under. Simply, if you see something that we've posted from Communities That Care or suicide prevention on Facebook, share it, okay? By doing that, you are doing your part. And simply lending an ear to somebody who needs to talk. So in closing today, I do briefly want to recognize our sponsors, and then